Asset Archives, Diaries, back once again. Here we have an oddball, an odd duck in the book The Children of One on the Real Records imprint out of New York. Let's play it. All right, before we get into this one, I just want to sort of like give thanks again for everyone joining on this thread and shout out a couple of newer contributors. I mean, the regulars have been hitting this one hard. Psychedelic, Crazy Jimmy. Those two have really been running with this. But I wanted to sort of call out Jonas Vinyl Stockholm. I think I talked about him on one of them, but showing some incredible originals and a few that I'm really big on and would love to have. Chris the Vinyl Piper has done a couple of great ones. I think the Josephus was the most recent he did. Chris Kibler was back. Tom Minko returned with a video doing a Long Island psych record I didn't really even know. Alex came back with one. Let's see. Mazzy came back with one. I thought there was another new contributor. The Vinyl Voyage, I don't think I mentioned him. Take 44 or Take 444. He's done a couple. Lance, Permanent Records. Dylan did another one. Anyway, I think that covers most of the new people, but hopefully if I didn't miss any. Sometimes I do. If I do, hit me with a comment if I haven't added something to the playlist. Thank you. But this one may be a kind of a short video. This is very little info on this. And you'll see the Asset Archives entry is pretty low too. But there is a reissue of this album, Children of One. This is the original press from 1969 on the Real Records imprint. Not a lot on that imprint. I like that this came with a little hype sticker even. The Peaceful Alternative. And that is sort of what we're getting here. This is like in the wake of the Beatles and, getting into, Eastern music and Indian classical and just sort of bring in more spiritual sounds to contemporary music. This is similar to those Arica records, the Arica School, the Chilean Oscar, what's his name? The Arica School records, which are a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of. But none of the players on this record really would do very much of note. I don't have the reissue. I don't know if there's any real notes in this, but a quick internet search didn't yield too much info on it. It's a bunch of players that got together to make this record, which in a way is maybe kind of like an exploitation record, you might say. But a beautiful, just classic Sunflower here. The back does have some notes. I might as well read those. This is from 1969, 1970. So yeah, it says, the spontaneous music of the Children of One represents a breakthrough for the human spirit. Great freedom to play a song, to play and sing their own inner melodies and rhythms, yet deep responsibility to the group creation. The essence of this music is the blending together of people's offerings. By submitting themselves to the experience of playing together, the musicians reach a harmony difficult to attain, when virtuosity or perfection in playing set forms are the aim. The hope here is to give the listener experience and culture that comes from the inner nature of the artist. A little bland. I'll tell you what instruments are on here, that we can tell you that. But it was recorded at Impact Sound in New York City by Dan Griffiths. Looking for any names of note. Mixed at Sound Ideas in New York City. Album design. Anyway. I think the one drawback to this record, I really quite like it. I don't know that I like the chorus of singers that you can hear. They kind of come in and out throughout the record, but it doesn't totally take away from it. So you have them kind of, they're not really singing so much as just using voice as another instrument. But you have, flute and piano by Lucas Mason, bass clarinet Peter Sokolov, soprano saxophone Leonard Lonergan, sitar by Balakrishna, who I did see had a couple of other credits. A cello and Dilruba by Les Greenidge, Tempura by Lakshmi, percussion Conrad Kaufman. So just by hearing what those instruments are, you're going to get a good idea of what you're getting. Yeah, I hear bass, but I didn't see there's a bass credit. Then it just says New York Improvisational Trio, which doesn't actually. So yeah, not even all the players are credited. So who knows? It's a sort of obscurity, sort of a mysterious one. Not cheap, unfortunately. You don't seldom see it. I bought this not sealed, but probably most of the copies you'll get will have a hole punch. But I do enjoy that hype sticker. So a nice album, a nice sort of like morning listen, peaceful, sparse, spiritual for sure. I'm going to turn it up, we'll listen to it for a bit, and then we'll read the Acid Archives. It's always cool to flip through this book and just flip onto something like, man, what is that? I just found one that I was very curious about. Billy R. Kuvson, Bongo Sensational Soul. I gotta look into that record. It's a 3 to 4 rarity. That's not good. Anyway, it should be a short entry. And you know what? There's even things like Chubby Checker. Where is it? Who had that, psych record he tried to do. Okay, Children of One. There was a Children of One. Rarity 1, 1969. Eastern acoustic trance psych Eastern sounds with femme vocals. Nice Zen cover, shows a gigantic sunflower. And it does. Nice album. Check out, I don't know what the reissue's like in terms of sound, but I still feel like, I didn't buy this. I had to pay up a bit for it. But I always felt like, this will turn up in a dollar bin. This is just, it looks like it looks like it could, It looks like some stock cover, something can get missed. But alas, I paid up a bit. So that's it. Children of One, Acid Archives Diaries. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.